Imagine every cause has an effect, and the laws of physics never fail. Then the future follows automatically from the past, like dominoes falling. That's determinism. In the 18th century, mathematician Pierre-Simon Laplace took it to its extreme. He imagined an intelligence that knew the exact position and motion of every particle in the universe. With that information and enough calculating power, it could predict the entire future and reconstruct the entire past. This became known as Laplace's demon. In that picture, the universe is like a perfectly programmed machine. The future is locked in from the start. So why does life feel uncertain? Why do we talk about chance, luck, and probability? Start small, flip a coin, it feels random, 50-50, but a coin flip is governed by physics. The force of your thumb, the angle of release, gravity, air resistance, the surface it lands on. Nothing mystical happens mid-air. The coin obeys Newton's laws the entire time. If you had perfect information and perfect precision, you could predict the result every time. The randomness isn't in the coin. It's in what you don't know. Now move to something bigger, like rolling dice. The same story. The dice follow physics exactly. But the number of tiny variables involved makes precise prediction unrealistic. Then scale up again to the weather. Weather systems are deterministic too. They follow equations based on fluid dynamics and thermodynamics, but they are extremely sensitive to starting conditions. In the 1960s, mathematician Edward Lorenz was running a weather simulation when he rounded off a number very slightly, changing it by less than a thousandth. When he reran the model, the long-term forecast was completely different. That tiny change grew into a massive difference. This is called the butterfly effect. The system isn't random, the equations never change, but small uncertainties grow so fast that accurate long-term prediction becomes impossible. This is the key distinction. Deterministic does not mean predictable. The future may be fixed in principle, yet impossible to calculate in practice. The same thing happens in thermodynamics. A glass of air contains trillions of molecules. Each one follows precise physical laws, but tracking every molecule is impossible. So instead, we use statistics. We talk about temperature and pressure, averages that summarize enormous numbers of microscopic events. Probability emerges when systems become too complex to track individually. It's a shortcut for dealing with overwhelming detail. Now let's go even deeper, to quantum mechanics. At the smallest scales, physics describes outcomes using probabilities. According to the Copenhagen interpretation, you cannot predict exactly when a radioactive atom will decay. You can only calculate the probability that it will decay within a certain time. Some physicists believe this means randomness is built into the fabric of reality. Others disagree. Physicists like David Bohm proposed that quantum processes might still be deterministic underneath, guided by hidden variables we simply can't access. So even at the deepest level of physics, the question remains open. Is randomness fundamental? Or is it just deeper order beyond our measurement limits? Across all these examples, coins, dice, weather, gases, quantum particles, one pattern repeats. Probability appears when information is incomplete or inaccessible, when causes are too numerous, too sensitive, too detailed. We switch from exact prediction to statistics, from certainty to likelihood. A deterministic universe can still look chaotic from the inside, not because the laws are broken, but because we are finite observers inside an unimaginably complex system. We never have perfect information. We never measure with infinite precision. We never have unlimited computational power. So we experience uncertainty, even if the universe itself runs on strict cause and effect. Randomness, then, may not be a crack in reality. It may be what perfect order looks like when viewed from within, not a flaw in the universe, but a limit in us.